Hello, Art on Twist, and thank God I get to do a part two of this week's Raw recap and review from Greensboro, North Carolina. And if you've seen part one, you would know who returned. Who returned? You don't know? Then click up there so you can know who returned, man. But if you have seen part one, welcome back, man. We left off with L.A. Knight coming back, having a little disappointed talk with the Usos, but then we move on to another segment after that with Ethan Page being interviewed by Michael Cole. It was a funny little interview. He up there gives him a piece of paper saying the questions he wants to hear, and Cole's like, "Man, you just glazing yourself on this whole thing." And Ethan Page lets him know that when he wins the belt, he wants to name it after himself and everything. And Cole's like, you have everything to be successful in this company, but man, your ego is too much. And Ethan's like, you know what? It's not ego, it's pure confidence, and I'm gonna prove to you and to Penta and to everyone he is who he says he is. But then we get to our third match of the night, and it is for the women's tag team titles. We have the challengers, the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, Big Mommy Cool, versus the champions, Paige and Brie Bella. Starting off the match, we get Paige and Roxanne, and Paige instantly gets straight to it with a big boot on her Roxanne. Then she starts throwing her from back and forth into the corners, gets into the corner, starts stomping a mud hole in her, tagging in Brie. Brie gets to the top rope. She holds her arm out for the big dive on her on the knee. Then Brie tries to hit an Irish whip onto her, but Roxanne reverses that into a knee of her own. Then she grabs her, goes over to Raquel, tags her in. Raquel then tries to hit a clothesline onto Brie, but Brie reverses that and by hitting her with multiple knee attacks. And then Raquel tries to put her down, but Brie kicks her off of her, kicking her arm away from her. Then Brie tries to Irish whip Raquel, knowing damn well she too big to Irish whip. She gets reversed into a big shoulder block by Raquel. She tags in Roxanne. Roxanne gets to the ring, big kick on the Brie, puts her in a headlock, Irish whips her. Does a little pose and then slaps the taste out of Brie. Starts hitting the yes, stealing from her husband. And Brie not going for that. She go get her little slap in. Then she grabs her, flip around, and then big slam on the ground, and then hits her with a running knee. It tags in Paige. Paige is on the apron now. She got Roxanne. Brie in the ring hitting the yes kicks on the Raquel, while Paige hitting kicks on the Roxanne on the apron. But then Raquel gets out of it. Big clothesline on the Brie. Paige gets into the ring. She ain't going for that. She grabs Raquel, throws her to the outside. She go on the apron, tries to go for her Hurricanrana on the Raquel, but Raquel said, "I'm Big Mommy Cool." Catch her, slam it to the barricade, and then slam her into the apron. I said, damn, her neck cooked. You can't be doing that to a girl with a neck cut. And that's how we get to the commercial break. We get back from the commercial break with Raquel doing an Irish rip into the corner, and then big splashing, and then tagging in Roxanne. Paige fights back though. She tries to jump dive for a tag on Brie, but she ends up getting caught by Raquel, and then gets back down, throws Raquel outside of the ring, and then finally gets the hot tag. Brie gets to the ring, clotheslines on the Roxanne, big neck breaker on the Roxanne. Then she picks her up, throws her into the Raquel. Raquel got her in a DDT position. She turns her around. Boom! Neckbreaker DDT combo onto them. Goes for the pin on Roxanne. 1, 2. Kick out from Roxanne. She ain't going. Then Brie grabs Roxanne, puts her in the corner, hits her with the yes kicks in the corner, goes to the top rope, hits her with a drop kick right there, but Raquel on the apron clotheslines Brie down, and then tries to go for the top rope splash, but Paige ain't going for that. She punches down on her, tries to get her down. She gets into the ring with Brie. They double powerbomb onto her. Roxanne gets into the ring and then grabs Paige and throws her to the outside, and then hits a big elbow on the Brie while she's hung on the rope. Goes for the jump to the side, moonsault inside the ring springboard, but that gets double knees by Brie. Then she tries to go to the top rope, but Liv Morgan gets on the apron and then pushes Brie off the apron. That leads to the ref saying, I know what's going on. You gotta go. She gets ejected. While that distraction is happening, Raquel grabs the belt, slides the belt into the ring for Roxanne. She tried to hit Brie with the belt, but Brie said, weave. Hit her with the roll up. 1, 2, 3. Big dub for Brie Bella and Paige, but they don't get to celebrate the dub that much because instantly Liv Morgan, boom, double close on them, get them in the ring. They start jumping them, but Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley get in. They get in the ring. They start fighting it back off, and they get the Judgment Day out of there. But I didn't review the match. I get a match of 4 stars. Good back and forth between these women. You know, Paige and Brie, they trying to get right back into the wrestling. You know, Paige and Brie, they trying to get back. They trying to get the chemistry going. They trying to get the matches going. The matches have gotten better every time. You know, Brie has been getting better. Paige, she getting better. So I wonder how long they're gonna have the reign, because at Saturday night's main event, which I will be reviewing, by the way, they're gonna be fighting the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax, and they might get whooped. I ain't gonna lie. But then we get the Oba Femi Open Challenge. He get into the ring, hit the pose, but somebody attacks him out of nowhere, and it's Brock Lesnar. F5, 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 F4, F5s. He hyped, he geek. He looking at him from the stage. We go to the backstage. Anna Pierce is going crazy. He said, I already signed the retirement papers. What's going on? Hey, get Paul Heyman in my office now. He go to his office. Paul Heyman already there. And Pierce is like, man, I need a drink, man. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Heyman, I need you to tell me what is going on. I thought Brock was retired. And Paul Heyman says, Brock is retired. What you mean? and he's like, bro, why don't you go take this paper? And then Pierce like, what is this, subpoena or something? You trying to sue me? So he's like, no. If you look at that paper, it's Brock Lesnar's signature on a match for Clash of Italy. You can get Oba Femi's signature on it. You get the firest rematch in WWE history. And Pierce is like, oh my God. So it's looking like at Clash of Italy, we're going to have Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. I didn't think we'd be having him fight this soon. I thought Brock was done for real. Maybe Gunther, you can retire him. Then we get backstage. We get a segment with the Street Profits, who are going. They're doing this promo. They're doing this interview to hype up their tag team match against The Vision, which will be involved in the main event. And Angelo Dawkins from the Eye, he sees Seth Rollins getting ready for his match. That's going to happen as main event. And Montez like, hey man, you want to talk to him, go ahead, bro. But I'm not helping him. I'm not talking to him. Angelo Dawkins walks up. He says to Seth that he thanks him for the help, man, and he knows what's going on with this Vision. And Seth's like, I respect that, you understand what I'm trying to do with the visionary thing, I know, but thing is, I ain't got no friends, I ain't got no allies. I can't really focus on like what's going on between me and y'all. I need to focus on this match. And then we get to the final match of the evening with the main event. We get Seth freaking Rollins versus Austin Theory, Logan Paul with him. Seth had his interest. He going in the ring, and we get back from the commercial break with Austin Theory having an interest. But Seth said, I don't even want you getting in the ring. Suicide dive by Seth instantly on the both of the men. He grabbed Austin Theory, throw that man into the barricade, then he throw him into the ring. Now the bell actual ring now. The match is actually started now. Seth instantly still whooping, bro. Big clothesline onto him. Then he grabbed his arm, stomping on that man's head. Then he tried to go for multiple stumps, but Theory reversed out of all of them. But Seth said, I'm tired of that. Clothesline to the outside. Theory was getting whooped this whole match. I ain't gonna lie to you. He goes to the outside of the ring, and people are singing the Logan Paul song from Joe Hendry. Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? Seth going, he getting right with it. And then he tries to go for the stump again, but this time he misses Theory. And Theory tries to, he kicks him. He tries to throw Seth into the stairs, but Seth said, I'm over you. He throws him into the stairs instead. Then Logan Paul gets into between the middle of them, so he can get away. And then Seth goes into the ring. He tries to grab Austin Theory from the outside, but Austin Theory gets on the apron, pull down. Now he gets the advantage on Seth. He tries to pick up Seth for trying to go for a power bomb on him, but Seth says no. Reverses out of that. My turn. Buckle bomb on Austin Theory. He just starts wailing on the punches him in the corner. That leads to Theory being near the apron now. Seth hits him with a big boot off the apron. Now Seth is on the apron. He tries to do a big soccer kick on the Theory, but Theory says, not today. He catches his leg, slams him into the ring post, punches him down on the ground. Then he grabs his leg, puts it between the stairs, and then kicks that mug. Then Theory gets him back into the ring, starts hitting with multiple punches in the ring, and then spears him back and forth into the corner. At least Seth being on the apron now. Theory tries to walk over, but this time Seth goes apron pull now, and he's about to set up a springboard move, but Logan Paul says, come here, grabs his leg, pulls him down, hurts his ankle right there. And then at least Theory coming to the outside, picks him up, slams him dead first on the barricade, and then big punch on the Seth. And that's when we get to the commercial break. Back from the commercial break with Theory doing multiple damage on the right ankle. Big elbows back and forth on it. Then he grabs him, finna set him up for a suplex, but he up there taking too long. But this that leads to Seth reversing into a Falcon Arrow. And then Seth gets on the advantage now, big punches, chops. And then his finishes off with a big clothesline on the Theory. Is on the outside now. He's on the apron. He fights back against Seth. Does the roll through. Tried to go for the drop kick, but Seth catches him. Big power bomb from Seth. 1, 2. Kick out from Theory, though. He got some little fight in him. Now Theory gets the advantage. He grabs Seth, picks him up for the spinning, slam down, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out from Seth, but that don't matter. He grabs his leg. Half Boston Crab. He wrenching on that thing. Then, but Seth fights out of it, but Theory says, let me roll up into that thing. 1, 2, he kicks out of it though, but boom, super kick by Theory. And then he said, you know what, super kick again. Then he tries to go for the stump, but that gets reversed, and he gets hit with a clothesline by Seth. That leads to Seth going to the middle rope, trying to do the super stump, but that gets stopped by Logan Paul, and that leads to a distraction. Seth gets knocked down. Theory lands the big stump on the Seth. 1, 2, kick out from Seth. He not losing to his own move now. That leads to Logan saying, hey man, I got you, twin. Take these brass knuckles. That leads to Theory trying to hit Seth, but Seth says, super kick. He get the brass knuckles, but Logan go, hey, he got the brass knuckles. The ref's like, oh, come on, man. You got to give me the brass knuckles. Seth saying, okay. Punch on Logan Paul on the apron. That leads to him trying to do a Theory getting a roll up on the Seth. 1, 2, he kick out of it. Seth say, my turn. Hit him with the pedigree. 1, 2, 3. Good death for Seth Rollins. He gets the win. I'm going to get that match 3.5 stars. Love the selling from Seth, but the match would be better if Theory just looked a little bit better in that. He just looks stupid and incompetent. He just gets whooped, and he barely gets away with it, and he lost to a pedigree. Seth ain't beat nobody with a pedigree since the last time he couldn't use the stump, man. That's bad. But Logan Paul get into the ring. They start whooping on Seth. The Vision start whooping on Seth. But Angelo Dawkins says, I got Seth back. He popped out. He started whooping on him, but they get the advantage. They start double teaming him, man. At least the Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins partner to pop out. He get into the ring. He get the Vision both out of the ring, and then does the Swanton bomb over the top rope on the outside of them on the corner. He like, bro, what you doing, Dawkins? I told you about Seth. But Bron said, let me walk up there. He walk in the ring, and he about to spear Dawkins. But Montez says, no. He pushes Dawkins out the way, takes the bullet, spear from Bron. And he grabs Angelo Dawkins, picks him up, double knees on him. Seth gets into the ring now. He big clothesline on the Bron Breaker. He finna go for the stump on Bron, but Logan grabbed that man's leg. That led to a distraction. And then spear by Bron Breaker on the Seth Rollins. And then he start getting crazy. He go to the outside, man. He tell the boys to grab him, put him near the stairs. He finna pick up the stairs and go slam him. But the Adam Pearson officials, they come out, they get him out of the way. They say, man, what is wrong with you? Stop! They put him down, but then Bron crazy. He gotta get one more. He get one more spear on the Seth, but they break them all up. Seth is wrenching in pain, and the Vision are on top. I don't know when they gonna fight again, but they need to fight again soon. This gotta end. They be going. Bron it's something wrong with that man. He do the most insane things and then lose the big match. Crazy. But that is going to be the end of part 2 of this Raw Recap and Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed WWE2K26 content, you can also see this on this channel as well. You can see the CM Punk showcase. And also, be sure to check out my Saturday Night's Main Event. That will be coming out. It should be coming out the next Sunday. And I'll be doing a review on Clash of Italy too. It should be coming out that next Monday because it's only going to be a Sunday. I'm Twist. Remember, guys, Jesus loves you, and always keep God first. I'm out.